What the fuck do you mean X3D fella? I'm still doing 3D. You can still go to my Twitter and check my models. Like, the fuck you mean X3D fella? I'm still doing 3D, come on. No more waifus, no more nothing, no more new nothing. But I just can't deal with that anymore. Can't handle the thickness. And that is very frustrating. The fuck are you doing, dude? I don't know what I'm doing. Because I am tired. I am just extremely tired of waifus. Actually, no, never mind. Honestly, dude, I have to say, this month, I've had a better mentality when it comes to 3D because I've decided that I'm not gonna ask people anymore. I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I feel like doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, is that true that there won't be any 3D stuff anymore? There won't be any 3D stuff anymore on this YouTube channel or on my Twitch. I don't remember if I went through that on the video, but the main reason why there won't be any more 3D content on the channel, on the YouTube channel, it's because I'm not going to be streaming 3D anymore. The content for YouTube was made by my wife from my Twitch streams. I very rarely actually made a video specifically for YouTube. Most of the things were clips and highlights that my wife cut out from the Twitch streams. If I'm not streaming 3D on Twitch, then there's no content to make content for YouTube from. So that's basically it. From now on, I'm just going to be playing games and hanging out. I'm still more than happy to help people with, 3D, whatever I can. If people have questions about 3D or about hey, how should I approach this thing or whatever, I'm more than happy to answer those questions and to help out with that. If you're not interested in any of that, I completely understand if you want to, just unsubscribe and move on to a different channel, which honestly, I recommend people do anyway. Even if I was still making 3D content, I will still recommend for people to just go to any different channel, because one other big issue with me making content for YouTube was the fact that I'm still running Blender 3.3. While everybody else, it's in 4.5, waiting for 5.0. Yeah, there were way too many reasons as to why I'm not gonna be making any more 3D content for Twitch or YouTube. Twitch and YouTube restrictions being the way that they are, it's one of them. Another one of them is that I am simply not in love with the idea of making 3D anymore. It's that simple. I've done it for 5 years. And quite honestly, I'm kind of tired with social media grind. I don't want to deal with that anymore. So I'm just going to be doing the minimum effort when it comes to advertising and all that. I'm still going to be making 3D models and I'm still going to be giving them my all. I just don't care when it comes to this social media side of it. I just don't care about any of that. And while I wasn't doing Twitch for advertisement, I was doing Twitch primarily to help people get into 3D. The problem is that Blender took many decisions that didn't really align with the way that I like working, and I just never updated anymore. So I'm still using 3.3 at a day where I believe the latest version is 4.5. Blender has changed so much to the point that even earlier this year when I was streaming 3D, people will come into my chat, ask me, hey, how do I do this thing? Just to realize that they can't do the thing because A, it's not in Blender anymore, or B, they can do the thing, it's just that I don't know about the thing because it's a new thing. So it kind of lost the point. And while the general idea of 3D, it's basically the same in 3.3, 2.8, 4.5, it's going to be the same in 5.0, it's going to be the same if you are using ZBrush, it doesn't really matter. The idea of doing 3D, it's the same. But the tools, they change. So basically, that was just one more reason to not really feel encouraged to do 3D content on Twitch anymore, to stream 3D. Another thing that was happening was the fact that I was going through a bad time, having a really bad relationship with 3D in general, with what I was doing, the way that I was working. In quite a few different occasions, I thought about quitting, just because I thought that would be just easier. But I just, of course, I didn't quit. I'm still doing it. But the problem is that I was feeling very frustrated because of all the things that I've talked about. And I was in a very bad negative mindset. And that was bleeding into the streams. And I was being very negative. And I was being more of a dick that I usually am. And I didn't like that. I didn't like to be that negative on stream. So I just decided to step away, and then I realized that, hey, this works better this way. Streaming is getting way too much in the way of my daily life. It's getting way too much in my workflow. It's making my work difficult. I'm barely getting any money out of this. I'm barely helping people anymore. What's the point? So yeah, I didn't just stop making content because of Twitch and YouTube's restrictions. It's much bigger than that.
So that's why I'm basically not going to be making any more 3D content. With that said, you know, I hope this clarifies things for people. Yeah, again, I appreciate everybody that has told me that, you know, I've helped them. It really means the world to me. And it really is great. But doing 3D outside of work hours, it's not something that I can do anymore. That's going to be the end of the video. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. If you like games, if you like talking about life, if you like talking about things, you're more than welcome to join my live streams. Bye-bye. I'll see if my wife's in the mood tomorrow to fuck off, edit a video. I'll ask her. You know, if she is, then I'll ask her to fuck off, edit the video. Maybe she can add some memes or whatever. She does like doing that, it's said. But that was, dude, I suppose I never really got too much in depth when it comes to the frustrations that I went through because of YouTube system. But I kid you not, I got a warning and I was removed. Like, I believe they removed the monetization from my channel because I was using content that wasn't made by me. Like, what in the actual fuck are you talking about? I had to make a video showing them my YouTube dashboard, like, guys, I've made these. Most of the things that I post here on YouTube are streams. Streams that I stream to both Twitch and YouTube. What do you mean this content wasn't made by me? I have no idea how that was flagged. I don't know if it was someone that was trolling. I don't know if I was reported. I had no idea. It's not that they complained. They punished my channel because of that. Sorry, Brasila, but this content belongs to Brasila, and Brasila has not given you license to use Brasila's content. Yeah, dude, it was something like that. And the whole idea of the YouTube channel was to see if the YouTube channel could make some amount of money. And all that money will be for my wife, assuming that it would, you know, that I made any. And that wasn't happening. In a whole year, I checked a couple of days ago, and in a whole year, it made 55 euros. Now, yeah, of course, I could be we could have been making videos every single week, maybe 3 times a week. But the problem is that I'm not gonna be one of those guys, dude. I think the amount of bullshit and crap content that people put out is just way too crazy because they're trying to chase the views and they're trying to chase the algorithm and they're trying to make it big, and they come out with whatever bullshit idea they have and try to make it into reason when it makes no fucking sense to do things the way that they're doing them. So in the end, all they do is that they make a shitty video about something they don't fully understand that newbies are gonna watch, and they're going to think that that's the way to do it, and then they're going to be doing things wrong. I don't believe in that, so I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Hopefully, what I just said was informative. I'll see you later, guys. Stay safe. Bye-bye. How do I end the stream on the new thing? Go away.